This is history. What you've done, what we've done.
You guys have built a platform that influences.
It's the world's most dangerous morning show.
Wake up, Breakfast Club.
DJ Envy.
Envy playing my record, I made it.
Jess Hilarious.
Jess with She don't spare nobody.
Charlamagne the God.
What made you think the liking of controversial questions would take his part?
I like this show.
Thanks, Breakfast Club.
Good morning, USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess Hilarious.
Good morning.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Friday. What's happening? How y'all feel out there?
Hey, it's Friday. The weekend is here. How you feeling? How you feeling, Lauren?
I feel great. I feel amazing. On time with my makeup this morning.
There you go. All right. Well,
Why you pause like that?
I'm a little tired. I'm just tired.
Oh.
I'm just.
I'm not tired.
I know you're not tired.
I'm very well rested. I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Another day to come in here and serve our beautiful Breakfast Club listeners. You know,
Give it to
I
me,
always
Kay.
try to tell people, man, you know, humility is what, you know, just keeps you going in life. That's one of my mottos. One of my mottos is keep God first, stay humble, and keep working. And, you know, I feel like that not just about myself, but about all my teams. Really, I only have one team. I only have one sports team that I really root for, and it's the Dallas Cowboys. So I want to include moms for my Dallas Cowboys. Humble, 2-2, 500 record. You know, the road to the Super Bowl has a lot of obstacles and a lot of hurdles, and we take, you know, our wins with our losses. They just are what they are. We had a great game last night, okay? Not really, but we won, so I don't care. The W is the W. Have a great day.
Envy, what's your losing speech?
You shouldn't have one. Losers don't get to talk.
I'm just gonna say, we'll try again next week. That's all I can say. We'll try again next week. I waited up last night because I was expecting and hoping for a major comeback.
No,
I was
you weren't.
praying. I was watching the game. The whole.
There's no way you believe that.
I did believe it.
There's no way you believe that with Daniel Jacobs as your quarterback. Now, whatever the hell his name is. What's
Jones,
his name?
sir.
Yeah, Daniel Jones. It don't even matter. Doesn't even matter what his name is. The guy's terrible. I mean, he sucks. You know, nice looking fella. You know, probably should be a model or something, but quarterback in the NFL? No, not for him.
He didn't do that bad yesterday. He was actually.
He didn't do that good either.
Well, yeah.
That's the story of his career.
Yeah.
Okay? He doesn't do that good. He doesn't do that bad.
Enough.
He actually sucks, honestly. He's really bad. He's really terrible. The interception he threw at the end of the game, terrible. He's just horrible. All jokes aside, if you could get another quarterback, would you want one? Tell the truth.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
I didn't want to get rid of Saquon Barkley. I would prefer to give the money to Saquon and find another quarterback. That was just me.
Find another quarterback, man.
I don't run the organization, but that's what I would have wanted to do.
Yeah, he's not. But Danny Jones isn't bad. He's just underwhelming. I'm lying. He sucks like he's at a freak off. Okay, that's just the reality of the situation. All right.
Now you want to send him baby oil? Stop. Okay,
but he does. He throws the ball like he got baby oil on his hands. Okay.
Okay. All right. Enough's enough. All right. Well, Swerve Strickland will be joining us this morning. You know who Swerve Strickland is?
AEW, baby.
That's
AEW.
right.
He was the AEW champion at one point.
That's right. And he has a new EP out. Did you know he raps?
I did know he raps.
Yeah, so he has a new EP out called Motion Sickness, but we're going to be talking to him in a little bit. And we got two world premieres. Which one we playing now? Saweetie? All right, we got a Saweetie world premiere. Now, I just want to let you guys know that we don't pick the world premieres. This is something that's an iHeart exclusive. And
we have nothing to do with this.
And this is called...
Why you had to do that with Sweetie? Why you had to say...
I do it all the time.
Oh.
I do it all the time.
Oh, don't
Because I've never heard this record, so I don't want to be like, a world is dope.
It's cute.
You like it?
It's cute.
Do you like it?
I like it's cute. You know?
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's cute.
By the way, radio is the only place that still says world premieres. Like, that song ain't been on streaming services
for the last
since
6
midnight
hours.
last night.
I watched it.
I don't even know why we still say that. It's world premiere. Like, no, it's actually not. I mean, it's been out on and we should actually say something like from your playlist to our radio, something like that. But you know, that would take somebody sitting around being creative.
Yeah.
It's hard to do nowadays in radio.
Especially on a Friday. All right, well, let's get to it right now. Saweetie, is it the way? Front Page News is next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess Hilarious. And let's get in some Front Page News. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning. Happy Friday and cheers to the mother effing weekend. Yes, we may.
I'm not even going to do sports. You can just jump right in.
All right,
The Dallas Cowboys beat the New York Giants. Don't matter what the score was. A W is a W. Okay.
I said
all
that.
right. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk. But y'all lost to the Ravens last week. Okay, let's talk about that.
It don't even matter. We still got a better record than the Ravens.
Okay.
We're 500. You're 1-2.
You want to talking heavy today, Charla.
He did. He choosing violence early on a Friday. Just because of the weekend, he got 2 days. Anyways, let's get into it. More details are coming out about New York City Mayor Eric Adams, who is being accused of bribery, receiving campaign contributions from foreign nationals, and wire fraud. Damian Williams, United States Attorney in New York, announced the charges in a press conference yesterday. Let's hear what that sounded like.
Today we are announcing campaign finance, bribery, and conspiracy charges against Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City. As the indictment alleges, Mayor Adams engaged in a long-running conspiracy in which he solicited and knowingly accepted illegal campaign contributions from foreign donors and corporations. As we allege, Mayor Adams took these contributions even though he knew they were illegal, and even though he knew these contributions were attempts by a Turkish government official and Turkish businessmen to buy influence with him.
Yeah, they went on and listed different instances in which the mayor actually may have, or alleged that the mayor he was doing these acts. Now, before federal authorities announced the charges yesterday, Mayor Adams, he held a press conference urging New Yorkers not to rush to judgment. Let's hear those comments from Mayor Adams.
This is not surprising to us at all. The actions that have unfolded over the last 10 months, the leaks, the commentary, the demonizing. It's an unfortunate day, and it's a painful day. But inside of all of that, it's a day when we will finally reveal why for 10 months I have gone through this. And I ask New Yorkers to wait to hear our defense before making any judgments. I will continue to do the job for 8.3 million New Yorkers that I was elected to do.
Now, this comes as other elected officials are calling for him to step down. And that presser was actually interrupted by protesters who said this is a you thing, talking to the mayor, not a black thing. So they don't, black population said, don't get it. Now, why are we in it? Federal agents also carried out a search of his New York City residence yesterday morning, literally while we were on the radio. 6 a.m., several agents showed up to Gracie Mansion. A lawyer for Adams said they were looking for his phone, which was seized last year by FBI agents. And his campaign has been under investigation since 2021 for alleging the conspiring with Turkish government for illegal donations. Now, New York Governor Kathy Hochul, she hints that she might take action against him. She made a statement late last night saying that she wrote that her options, she's reviewing her options and obligations, describing the Adams incident, or the indictment rather, as the latest in the disturbing pattern of events that has contributed to a sense of unease. She went on to say, I expect that the mayor will take a few days to review the situation and find an appropriate path forward to ensure the people of New York City are being well served by their leaders. Now, Adams and Hochul have been key allies since they both took office. So I know this is hard for the governor and the mayor to be having to deal with this type of thing. What are you guys' thoughts on after the press conferences and everything that's come out?
I don't know, y'all. I thought it was going to be way more. I felt like the way that they led this up, the everything they did prior to, and I know they got to get evidence to prove whatever they need to prove. And I know that if this is true, what was done is a crime. But the way that they painted this picture,
I thought it was going to be a lot worse.
I thought he was like bringing bombs over from somewhere or something. Like, I don't know. I was like, wait, this is it? Like, this is illegal. Yes, if he did it. But like, I don't know. I expected more.
But they were saying they have to prove that Eric Adams gave favoritism to whoever gave those donations, and if they can't prove that he gave favoritism or moved something because of those donations, it really means nothing. So we'll see. I don't know if he'll step down. It seems like they're trying to force him to step down now.
I mean, it's interesting, right? Like, I've heard Mayor Adams here on the Breakfast Club say he feels like black mayors are under attack all over America. I've heard people say, I think it was yesterday, I think it was the front of the Post, one of the papers, I forgot, but they said they believe it's because he spoke out against the Biden administration in regards to the migrant crisis. Matter of fact, Mayor Adams said that here too on Breakfast Club. But the reality is, they can't get you on anything if you don't have anything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So even if you do speak out, you know, against, you know, an administration, if they go looking under the hood for something, if it's nothing there, it's nothing there. But if it's something there, they're gonna use it against you. I do just wonder how many politicians, you know, take illegal contributions like this.
Yes.
I just wonder if you looked under the hood of all of these elected officials, how many people, you know, take what they call illegal contributions, free flights, you know, in exchange for doing things like, you know, pushing building permits or just anything. I just wonder if you go searching under the hood of all these elected officials, how many of them do stuff like this.
That's how I felt too. Like I felt like it's something that like we probably don't know, but happens all the time. But it's not right. But I don't know.
Probably more common than we know is what you're getting at.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll get into, you know, we're watching now tropical storm Helene has been demoted from a hurricane to a tropical storm. We'll talk more about that. The VP and President Biden on the other side.
I will also say too, it made me want to just look into Turkish Airlines. You know, I like looking at airlines and seeing how nice they are. I wonder how nice Turkish Airlines is, because boy, when I was looking at them prices for them upgrades, it was like $30,000 for him to fly in business class.
They said extra $16K for one flight. I was like, well, what do they do on them flights?
That's what I want to see, because I've flown Emirates before. Emirates is amazing, but I'd want to see what Turkish Airlines hitting on.
Yeah, Turkish is expensive. So is Emirates. They both comparable. I like Emirates a little better though.
You been on Turkish before?
Yes.
Where does Turkish fly? Just Turkey?
No. It flies everywhere overseas. It usually flies where Emirates flies.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. Phone lines are wide open. Again, 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Everything with me is blessed.
Call up now. 800-585-1051.
Not just me. I'm with the culture feeling.
Hello, who's this?
Hello?
Hey, what's your name, bro?
My name's Wavy. I'm calling from Baltimore, man.
Wavy from Baltimore. What up? Get it off your chest, Wavy.
Hey, man, I ain't want much, man. I just was asking for prayers. Today, gotta pass this test for this job that I just got, and I'm just asking for prayers.
You got it says you got to pitch something today at your new job?
Yeah, I got to pitch something, man. It's still a little rusty.
Pitch it to us. Let's hear what you got.
Don't waste your energy on doing that, brother.
Because we might be able to help
give you these thoughts and prayers. Don't listen to envy. We're going to give you these thoughts and prayers, brother.
We're going to give you these prayers, but let's hear what you got.
Stop exploiting this man. This man trying to get a job.
I mean, maybe we can help him. Maybe we could give him some advice. Go ahead, Wavy.
No, I appreciate it, but yeah, I'm gonna take the Charlamagne route, man. You know, I'll get the prayers, man.
That's right. I'm definitely sending you a prayer, brother. Don't listen to envy crazy ass.
I'm taking back the prayer.
I'm taking back the prayer. God don't like that.
I was trying to help him out, like pitch something, and we can see if it's.
No, you're not. You're trying to exploit him for radio content.
I'm not
and
exploiting him. What happened if it might have been great, and we could have helped the brother out?
But what if it's NDA restricted and like?
He would have said that. You could tell there's no damn NDA. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Wake up. Wake your ass.
This is your time to get it off your chest. Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, yo, peace. This is T from Poughkeepsie.
What up? Get it off your chest.
Yo, I got two things I want to get off my chest real fast, man. It's this Cardi B and this Offset situation. Yo, I like, sometimes it's just like, yo, bro, you just gotta understand, if you ain't got that whole dog out you, I mean, don't be in no relationship, man. Don't take no woman down with the me-hass of your mental health, bro, because that's just a temptation that's gonna ruin everything. And that moment that you gonna off, that shit don't even be worth it half of the time. Like, I mean, I'm gonna need my kings to just stand out on business and stop treating these women like this, man. Because I mean, like, there's no other woman that's gonna hold you down. The one that you got, and that's the one that you do dirty the most. The one that you got kids with. I mean, so and I want to bring up the fact that this T.I. situation with his son. Big up to him, man. Real father privilege type shit. I don't agree with kids actually having both parents in the household and you're pretending to be tough. You're not from the hood. You never had to deal with no struggle. Stop acting like that. I mean, play Fortnite, mind your business, go. I mean, do regular kid stuff. For you to be acting like you from the hood, that's like unheard of, bro. And I just had to get that off my chest real fast.
Let's talk about some things, King, because you unpacking some things this morning. Some of the things I agree with. How old are you?
I'm 38.
You're 38 years old. I'm assuming you got a woman, right?
I do. I got a wife, 5 kids.
A wife. At what point did you get your mind right and realize everything you just said? Because I'm not disagreeing with anything you just said. I'm just at what point did you
my first mess up. You know, you got a strong woman sometimes, and you make mistakes. I mean, as a man, we make mistakes. Stand on your business and accept the fact that you made a mistake and that you got a good woman in your corner.
I agree,
but a lot of men. That's a fact.
I agree, but that's why as men, we do got to give Offset some grace because he'll get there. Now, whether or not his woman is still there when he gets there, that's a different story. But you got to give the brother some grace because we all been there.
Get there. Absolutely.
That's a fact. I appreciate y'all, man. I listen to y'all every morning, man.
Yes, sir.
Out here in this road in this rain right now, B.
Be safe out there, brother. And you could only have one parent in your household to be tough. If you have a man, I guess a father and a mother, you can't be tough. I'm just curious.
Nah, he's just saying that when you come from a stable household, the chances of you doing dumb stuff is less likely. I guess that's what he's saying.
Oh, okay. Because I know a lot of people that's tough that got mom and dads in their life. It's just the way they was raised or where they're from. But anyway, I see what he was saying.
I think he's telling him stay in his lane.
Yeah, I see what he was saying as far as with T.I.'s son. But anyway, hello, who's this?
D from Queens. How you doing, fellas?
Queens. What part of Queens, D?
I'm actually from Hollis.
Oh, Hollis. Okay. You know, I went to school right there at St. Joe Command across the street from PS 34.
Oh, I know, MP. Okay. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on? Get it off your chest.
I'm tired of y'all justifying when evil black people do stuff because a white person evil did something. What Eric Adams did was wrong, period. I don't care that he's black. Wrong is wrong. Stop saying it's not a big deal. When I read the whole indictment because I was just bored, and it was like a building that he didn't pass fire code that he just let go. And some of the stuff is easily provable, actually. And then there was also something with campaign finance where he defrauded the cities of millions of dollars, but then he wants to close libraries. And y'all acting like it's no big deal. What's going on with y'all?
Who said it's no big deal?
But y'all keep saying, there's politics, but you both siding it out of both sides of your mouth, talking about, well, there's politicians that do stuff wrong all the time. So what? He got caught. There's people who speed all the time, but some people get a ticket.
Okay, so what's wrong with that? What's wrong with asking the question? I wonder how many politicians take illegal. Time out. I said take illegal contributions like this, acknowledging that it's illegal. And I said even if Mayor Adams is out here saying he's under attack or they're coming at him because of the Biden administration, they can't attack you if you don't have nothing to attack. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, but you're talking about both sides of your mouth. You say, oh, well, this one does this, but why is this? Who cares what other people do?
I never said that.
He should be gone.
Nobody said that, sir.
You're implying it. You're implying both sides like, okay, well, this person did this, but why is he the one getting singled out?
Nobody did that. Nobody said that. That's how you feel. Nobody said that.
Nobody
on this radio station said that this morning.
D, we only heard one side of what's going on. I mean, the brother is innocent to proven guilty. He has to get his day in court. So, I mean, even though the indictment says what the indictment says, I'm sure there's an Eric Adams side, and that's what we have to do. I know that's one thing. We have to sit there and wait for court and wait till we hear Eric Adams' side, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, because I'm really interested to hear how he's going to defend the stuff that they're saying they found.
And I don't think it's anything wrong with asking these questions. I think that's a fair statement. If you're going to say, hey, you're under attack because you're a black mayor, or if you're going to say, hey, the Biden administration is targeting me because I spoke out against the migrant crisis, all of that could be true, but they can't attack you if they don't have nothing to attack.
Hello, who's this?
What up? My name is Will.
Will, what up? Get it off your chest, Will.
Man, first thing I want to say good morning to y'all. I'm from Louisville, KY. Man, my thoughts about the mayor, I just feel like that it's a double standard. You know, the whole political game is bought and paid for. All the politicians, they pass gun laws and stuff. The gun companies come to them and fund certain campaigns and stuff. Like, it's the whole game. So I just feel like it's a double standard. Y'all heard the dude Hill Harper come up there and explain that. Like,
oh, yeah. I forgot about Hill Harper, yep. Mm-hmm. Well, he said the guy got $20 million for his campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that's the game. Like y'all can't be mad because he want to do it, but y'all know how it go. It's cool when they do it. It's the problem when we do it.
and nobody's saying that. By the way, we don't know if that is true, and nobody's saying that is right. That is right. All we're simply saying is, I wonder how many politicians take illegal contributions like this. If you looked under the hood, how many people are doing things like Mayor Eric Adams? I'm not saying that it's right either way. It's just a question. It's a statement. It's an observation.
All right, well, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now, when we come back, we got Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
We do. There has been a guilty verdict in the murder of young Dolph, so we're going to talk about that.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. And let's get to Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies. Don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's the coach of shit.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
So yesterday, Justin Johnson, one of the shooters in the young Dolph case, was found guilty. He was found guilty of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, felon, and then being a felon in possession of a firearm after his co-defendant Cornelius Smith Jr. provided testimony. We went through that testimony earlier in this week. Now, he was sentenced immediately after the verdict was read. He was sentenced to life in prison. Johnson was the only one on trial this week, and originally he did plead not guilty. Now, Cornelius Smith, who provided the testimony, who's also charged with first-degree murder for killing Dolph, and who provided that testimony, will be charged later. So he'll actually be charged on November 15th. He'll appear November 15th. And then Hernandez Govan, who was the guy that put them onto the hit, he's back in court on October 9th. Originally, Smith and Govan were supposed to be in court on September 30th, but that was reset after the verdict. And immediately after the verdict was entered, the defense asked for an acquittal, and that's common. Normally, prosecutors do that. That's common. They'll put in a motion to acquit following, something like this. But it was instantly, it's going to be denied. The judge denied the motion already, actually. Yeah, the judge has actually already denied the motion. So we'll just have to wait for the other people to be sentenced. But because of that testimony, it's like a slam dunk. We can hear you now. You couldn't hear us the whole time?
Yo. Can you hear us?
I don't think he can hear us. He don't know we in it.
Yeah, he was found guilty yesterday. He was given life in prison.
Yep.
And it's just so sad that brother lost his life over nothing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Over what they wanted was $100,000.
Yo.
40,000 a piece, and the person that set it up was getting 10,000 from each. It was just disgusting that a life was lost over some money.
Very much. And I want to take a listen to the verdict being read in the courtroom to Justin.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder as charged in count 1 of the indictment. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of first-degree murder as charged in count 2 of the indictment. And we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of convicted felon in possession of a firearm as charged in count 3 of the indictment.
Thank you. The jury having found you guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and convicted felon in possession of a firearm. As the 13th juror, I affirm this verdict. As to the first-degree murder, I sentence you to life in prison.
Now, Justin did not testify for himself, and this all happened. The jury.
I didn't change nothing either.
The jury took under 4 hours to deliberate and decide this. It was 3 days of testimony. This was the 4th day. Now, we do have a reaction. Dolph's sister, who had been in the courtroom, she actually testified one of the days as well, too. She spoke to the media after the verdict was read. Let's take a listen.
We ask that instead of focusing on those who committed this crime, you focus on the man that Adolph Robert Thornton was. Regardless of the name that you may know him as, such as Adolph, Dolph, or young Dolph, we ask you to remember the man who enjoyed being a father and spending time with his family. We ask that you remember the man who enjoyed giving opportunities to those who were often overlooked and counted out. We ask that you remember the man who enjoyed giving back to others and being an inspiration and knowing that they are seen and can change their outcomes and the lives of others by doing something positive.
Now, that was his sister. Mia also spoke out yesterday. You know, Mia came up here and talked about her Black Men Deserve to Grow Old organization. Yes. And she said, today's verdict brings relief and restores my confidence in the justice system. And remember, she was here. She was saying that they felt like they weren't getting answers to certain things that they deserved answers to. And they were finding out stuff literally on the news. So she said that her belief in the justice system has been restored. On behalf of her family and herself, she'd like to thank law enforcement, the prosecution, and everyone involved for their diligent work. The past 3 years have marked the loss of Adolph, and the events leading to the trial have been incredibly frustrating. Her faith, she says, has been tested, but Adolph's tragic execution has only strengthened her resolve to fight for justice, not only for him, but for other Black men. So, you know, hoping that this brings some comfort to the family, and the rest of the guys, once they're, you know, sentenced and stuff, will bring some comfort to the family as well, too.
I mean, it's so sad, and as a community, we got to smarten up. I mean, the fact that this brother lost his life, he's no longer going to be with his wife, he's no longer going to be with his kids for some money. $100,000 was worth that man's life, and they didn't even get paid $100,000. They got paid $800, and now that man is no longer here, and now you're serving life in prison. You'll never get out. You'll never see the outside ever again over some money.
Right. Well, yeah, I think Charlotte was trying to come back, and I think we had him on too now. Can you hear him now? Go ahead.
I don't even feel like talking no more.
Okay.
Yeah, so sad, man.
It is really sad. So sending me a big hug, because it had to be like, you know, I can't imagine hearing all that testimony as well too. So she's gonna have to. The
family, the kids. I mean, it's all online. It's just so sad, man. Yep. And what Dolph has done for that city, and how he's helped out city, from the turkey drives to the toy giveaways to giving back to the communities to the scholarships to all that stuff, man. Y'all lost a good brother, man. I will
say this though. I don't think we should blame that on a whole community. Those are two individuals who made a poor choice, and I don't know the whole details of the situation, but it just sounds like a couple of brothers who made a poor choice. I don't think you can blame that on the whole community, because somebody like Dolph was a great example of a brother doing good for his hood and doing good for his community, and it's just sad that he got killed in his community by a couple of brothers who decided to make a poor choice.
Yep. And when I say community, I mean we have to do better. Not just this Dolph situation. We have to do better with gun violence. We have to do better with controlling our emotions. We have to do better with beef. We have to do, because I mean, the way that people are dying so crazy in the last couple of years, it just seems like nobody has value for life, and that's the saddest.
Individuals have to make better choices. That's why I stress, you know, just investing in your personal mental health, because you got to be the change you want to see in the world. Like no community, no environment is going to change until the people in the environment make a conscious decision to change as individuals.
I agree.
All right. Well, that is Jess with the Mess with Law on the Road. So now when we come back, we got front page news with Morgan. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Law on the Road, filling in for Jess. And let's get in some front page news. Morgan, let's get right to it after football scores.
All right, let's
it don't matter what the score was, but just know that the Dallas Cowboys beat the New York Giants last night. Our record is 2-2. The New York Giants are 1-3. Okay? Let's just throw that out there.
You know what else is insufferable? Hurricane Helene. We're now dealing with the aftermath of a hurricane, because the hurricane has been downgraded to a tropical storm. Helene still has maximum sustained winds of 70 miles per hour as it rolls across southern Georgia, and is still causing heavy rains and life-threatening storm surge. A tropical storm warning remains in effect for parts of northern Florida, and a storm surge warning is in effect for Florida's Big Bend region, where Helene first came ashore as the strongest hurricane in history to hit Florida's Big Bend region. Now, the storm should weaken as it moves inland, though damaging winds are still expected in parts of the southeastern U.S. and into southern Appalachians. Tornadoes are also possible in the morning in eastern Georgia, the Carolinas, and southern Virginia. Now, President Biden and VP Harris spoke about the storm yesterday at an event at the White House, urging people to take it seriously, and also noted that FEMA resources are available to areas impacted by the storm. 3 deaths have been reported as a result of the storm, 2 in Florida, 1 in Georgia, and a host of outages in the path of that storm. So we are, of course, sending people in the path of that storm well wishes, and make sure you take advantage of those resources that are available. Now, President Biden and VP Harris and the White House Office of Gun Violence and Prevention announced new executive orders yesterday yesterday to improve school-based active shooter drills to combat the emerging threats of machine gun conversion devices like switches, 3D printing, and they also increased funding for community violence intervention. Here's a quick clip from President Biden regarding that announcement.
Talk about reducing crime. If you want to talk about reducing crime and violence in America, you need to talk about guns in America.
So on Thursday, both the VP and the president noted that the number one cause of death for children in America is gun violence, and they said that must change. They said while they're still in favor of the Second Amendment, they agree it is time to reinstate an assault weapons ban and pass common sense gun laws. I think you guys should have Action Jackson on here to talk more about those efforts, because it is
Action Jackson. Carl
Well,
Weathers, God bless the dead. I thought he passed away.
No, not that accent. That's what he calls himself. His name is Gregory Jackson. He's the head of the White House Office of Gun Violence and Prevention. But mainly, it's about having, the awareness. I mean, we talked about it before, but they're making these efforts to make sure that people are aware that, guns are killing people at disparaging rates, and it's unnecessary to the level that it is. There was a busy day at the White House yesterday. So, of course, President Biden and Vice President Harris, they hosted Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky, and they are reaffirming their support for Ukraine. Let's hear from Biden and Harris in regards to those efforts.
Let me be clear. Russia will not prevail in war. Russia will not prevail. Ukraine will prevail, and we'll continue to stand by you every step of the way.
I've been proud to stand with Ukraine. I will continue to stand with Ukraine, and I will work to ensure Ukraine prevails in this war.
So, of course, this comes as the Ukrainian president visited the White House and the war against Russia rages on. Now, Zelensky also spoke. He's presenting his victory plan in separate meetings with President Biden and Vice President Harris. The Ukrainian president is set to push for more immediate help to fight off Russia's invasion and will ask for long-term security guarantees that may stay in place after the American leadership changes. Let's hear from Zelensky.
Today we are preparing to discuss the details to strengthen the plan, coordinate our positions, views and approaches. Our teams will work together to ensure the implementation of our future steps.
I wonder how much it costs to win a war. You know what I mean? Like what is the number? Is there a number that people know where they say, hey, if you spend this much money on a war, you're probably going to win the war? It's like, with presidential campaigns, they know if you spend, a certain amount of money, is a great chance that you'll probably win the election. I wonder how much it costs to win a war.
Well, it depends, I'm sure, who you're warring with and how much money they have. Because if you spend 100 and they spend 100, or they spend 200, so I guess it has to be with whoever you're fighting, how much they're spending as well.
But that's my point. How much does it cost to win a war?
It got to be big bank take little bank, right?
Absolutely. It's definitely who got the most money. So I think that's essentially where Zelensky is coming from. He's looking for support from us and, of course, those other NATO allies. Speaking of which,
I wonder what that number is. I really want to know what that number is.
Yeah, I'll look into that for you and see if I can have that for you on Monday. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump, he is meeting with Zelensky today. Let's hear what Trump has to say in regards to that meeting.
As you know, President Zelensky has asked to meet with me, and I will be meeting with him tomorrow morning at around 9:45 in Trump Tower. Europe is paying only a small fraction of the money that the United States of America is paying, and we have an ocean between Russia and ourselves. They don't.
Zelensky having that just-in-case meeting. He was like, just in case Donald Trump does win in November, let me make sure we're still good.
That's right.
Absolutely. So Trump says he does have a plan about negotiating the end of the war between Ukraine and Russia. He again asserted the war would not have even started if he was president. And they will meet later today, Zelensky and Trump at Trump Tower. So, we'll see what happens as a result of that. And I will look into that for you, Charlamagne. What is the cost of war?
I got a Forbes article, but this is just for comparison. And it says in 20 years since September 11, 2001, this was in 2021, the United States has spent more than $2 trillion on the war in Afghanistan. That's $300 million per day, every day for 2 decades, or $50,000 for each Afghanistan's 40 million people. That's a lot of money. So they're saying 20 years since September 11th. So it would have been 2021 is when these numbers came out in Forbes. And they said in that time, it's been $2 trillion. That equaled to $300 million per day, every day for 2 decades.
Jesus.
And that's just Afghanistan. That's not even counting.
That's just what we focused on with Afghanistan.
So we just printing money.
I'll send you this article.
We just printing money.
Because I didn't fully read through it, but that's the...
No, thank you for that, Lauren. No, for real, it does give insight. Sheesh. Well, that's your front page news. Follow me on social. I'm Morgan Wood. You can follow me at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, make sure you're listening to the Black Information Network. Download that free iHeartRadio app and visit us at BINnews.com. Y'all have a great weekend. That's a lot.
You too now. All right, now, when we come back, AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland will be joining us. All right, we're going to kick it with him when we come back. He also has a new EP out, Motion Sickness. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, it is.
We have Swerve Strickland, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody?
Superstar.
Yes, sir.
Former AEW World Champion. Congratulations.
Yes, first black AEW World Champion.
There you go.
And one of the last ones in the last decade in the industry wide. So I'm really proud of that.
Now, how did you get into wrestling? Tell us that story. What made you say, you know what, Mom, Dad, I want to be a wrestler?
It was mainly Mom. So I went to the military right after high school. Like 2 weeks after I graduated high school, my mom literally was my recruiter. And she was also my sister's recruiter. So she both recruited us civilian-wise. Civilian recruiter got us both recruited to the same unit. And I went 3 years after my sister went in. Did my 2 months in basic training. Did my 8 months after that. So I didn't come home for like another 10 months after this. I'm 16, 17 years old doing this on my own. I come back and I was just like, you know what? Like I was working a job. My first job was at Comcast Cable. I was installing cable in people's homes. Then I went to I got laid off from that job. Then I went to just packing trucks at UPS at 4 in the morning. I was like, all right, you know what? If I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to be working hard. I'm going to work hard at something that I'm passionate about. Something that I don't think I can do. And pro wrestling was just something I was just passionate about since I was 12. And I was like,
you was a wrestling fan.
Oh yeah. Like it was the video games that really got me hooked. It was my friends.
Which one?
SmackDown, Shut Your Mouth.
Got you.
That was the one. It's just like the roster was crazy, the stories was crazy, and this is the athleticism. But Rey Mysterio is the one that really got me.
Very underrated wrestler, I think Rey Mysterio is.
He's the greatest luchador of all time, and I think his impact is just crosses over so much. And so big respect to Uncle Ray. He's still a good friend of mine. I would say it was just okay, I had the military to fall back on if anything was to happen. So I have that. Let me move down to Virginia from Pennsylvania. Let me start my wrestling career. I called this promoter, Dave McLeod, told me to come through. I moved down Sunday. I was training on Tuesday. My mom paid my first month's tuition. And then I had a month to get a job to pay for it the rest of the way. And sure enough, that was the rest of my journey.
So you come from a military family though, right? Your parents, both of them? Or
my dad.
Yeah, okay,
my dad served in Desert Storm.
Damn, so what made you want to get into it? Just because your dad did it? Or?
It was something my mom thought was a good foundation to start my
So you didn't have a choice. Your mom was like, your mom made you.
Yeah.
You must have been bad, too.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
16, 17, they shipping you off to the military.
16, he said.
Yeah, 16. I graduated at 17. I was like, boom. 2 weeks later, I was on a bus.
Damn.
Yeah, but it wasn't bad. It was just I'm actually man, I want to just go out and do what my friends are doing. I want to see the world. I want to have fun. Let me at least sleep on the couch for 2 weeks. Give me something. But that's what started me to learn how to be a man and to go after things, not because man, oh, this is something you can kind of put off. No, if you don't do it yourself, it's not getting done.
Yeah.
I got to learn to shave. I got to learn to do my laundry. I got to learn to buy a plane ticket. I got to learn to do all these things. And I did it because I was put in a position that I didn't have the choice. I had to learn it. I had to put myself in these situations. And so when I started my wrestling journey, my career, I was comfortable. I was like, oh, what's the worst that could happen? Oh, you know what? Let me try that. Let me do that. And it's that fear and that confidence. That fear went away, my confidence grew. And that's resonated with my work in my wrestling.
And you entered into WWE
at first?
No, that came 10 years later.
Okay, so what was the build? What was the journey up?
Independence. So my first year in wrestling, 2008, I started training. August of 2008, and my first match was until March of 2009. Within that time, I was training. I had the military, so I had to do my drills from Virginia all the way back up to Pennsylvania. It's a 4-hour drive once a month. had to get a job, started school, ITT Tech and drafting and design. So all that was going on. But then later of 2009, my oldest daughter was born. So now I was like, oh, that's like, I'm taking on too much. I'm taking on too much at like 18. Something has to go. And so school, had to get rid of school, found odd jobs here and there. My mom got me a job working at a cemetery, like just doing like groundskeeper work, picking up on the grass and all that stuff. That's really what my daughter being born, my oldest Anaya, that's really what sparked me. I was like, okay, this has to work now.
So where do these wrestling matches happen? Because, you know,
independent-wise?
When you Google stuff, you see like wrestling matches in Mexico or
that's the independence. That's the grind.
So that's where you would wrestle. So you just
I would do tours in Mexico. Like I didn't start doing tours till the UK in 2013. But before that, I would get a connect. That guy would link me to this promoter, and then I would just go to the show and just sit and watch the show in hopes of like, hopefully I can get booked. So I would help put the chairs away. I would help like, hey, anything you need, I'm here. I'm like, I live like not far away. I can be back here.
So how do you know who you're wrestling? Because usually wrestling is like we have to know what each other's doing. So now they just throw in the ring, and you just be like, go.
You just figuring it out.
You just figure it out.
That's part of it.
Were you mimicking moves you saw in the video game?
All the time.
Okay.
When I first got in, I was just doing like, I thought this was cool. I thought like I used to do this all the time. Hit the button, it would work. So I was like, I'd translate that. But then when I started training, I was like really finding out. I was like, yo, this isn't me. I shouldn't be doing this. Then but getting in the ring, you find that stuff out. So that's where I was like, I need to get in the ring more. I need to get in the ring with people I like, I don't like, that match me, that don't match me. I need to get with people a variety of talents and body shapes and all this stuff, tags, this, all that. So I just like spread my variety of like knowing who I am and figure out who I am, and then like also understand how to get better and how to make myself an asset on any show with any promoter.
Gotcha.
How'd you get the name Swerve?
Big Sean, man. I'm a Big Sean fan.
Swerve.
Yeah.
Does he know that?
Hopefully this gets out there. And Big Sean, I'm a big fan of yours. I actually talked to Say It Ain't Tone a lot, and he was the one that helped write I Don't F With You and stuff. So like, I'm like a degree away from Sean. I never met him. But when Mercy came out, that was over.
Swerve.
That was hard. I was like, and I was looking for like a nickname. I was like Shane Strickland at the time. I named myself Shane because I like the rhythm of like Shane Strickland. Yeah, that's like a cool. But also I had a cat named Shane that ran away when I lived in Germany, but that's another story itself. But it was just like, I needed like a boxing acronym, like Sugar Shane Mosley, something, like, you know. And I was like, Swerve. I was like, that's it.
Wow.
Because it just felt like it was like a hip hop crossover, and it felt smooth and it felt right.
Salute to Big Sean. So how different is Stephon Strickland from Swerve Strickland?
I feel like Swerve Strickland is a persona that's just my childlike wonder just put on display. I have a lot of things about myself as a child, watching a lot of cartoons, watching a lot of like anime, playing a lot of these video games, doing like listening to music I listen to, watching the movies that I watch. I take all those things and it's combined to make what Swerve is. And as the years, if you watch me from 2013 to 2012, I would say is really where it started taking off. And then 13, 14, 15, you saw the Swerve persona just mature and grow. So that's why I'm really proud about what Swerve has become, because you've ultimately seen Swerve's age of 10 years plus, and now but a lot of people are just seeing it from like 2022, 23 on now. But if you go back in my career, you've seen Swerve, the origin of that, 2012.
All right, we got more with Swerve Strickland when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. We're still kicking it with professional wrestler from the AEW, Swerve Strickland. Charlamagne?
You know, I asked Mercedes the same question because, you know, I'm from the era where it was WCW and then WWE was everything. So when you see people leave WWE to go to companies like AEW, to me that's unheard of, because I thought WWE was the cream of the crop. So what made you walk away from WWE?
It wasn't my choice. It was just like we got fired.
Oh, yeah, fired. Okay.
Yeah. But it wasn't like I did something. It was just a political landscape of things. It was like the pandemic, people coming out of the pandemic. There was a lot of like layoffs going up and down, offices, talent. Like me and you would have a match Wednesday, you fired on Friday. I'm like, what happened? Wow. Like, you were literally booked, so you didn't do anything wrong, but it was just like these cutting costs left and right. So a lot of people felt the effects of that, and it was out of our hands. It was out of like Triple H's hands. There's nothing he could do. It was just like, it was just so high up. Then eventually we got drafted to SmackDown as a group, as Hit Row, and that's why I was like with Vince McMahon, finally listening to him now and talking with him. It wasn't very long. I didn't get a lot of time up there, but just that little bit, that little glimpse of that window was enough to like change my mindset to make me better.
Is it someplace you would want to go back to? Like, you know, let me build myself up in AEW, then maybe go to W.
No, I'm happy with building AEW. I'm happy with building myself in AEW. AEW is giving me something that I don't think WWE could ever give me. And I'm really proud of that, and I wave the flag proudly because Tony Khan didn't take a chance on me. You know, he knew what he wanted from me, and he put me in the position, and he was like, now grow. And I'm like, okay, what avenues do I have to grow? He's like, whatever you want. There was no parameters, there was no red tape, and I learned how to just become like a true businessman on top of just a professional wrestler. That's why the mogul persona is truly personified in AEW. It's literally let me be my best self as a man and a professional.
So that's what they gave you. They gave you that. They gave you instilled that entrepreneurial spirit in you. Okay,
yes.
It's crazy. You and Mercedes' answers are basically like identical, kind of.
Same. Yeah, it's beautiful. I haven't even listened to her stuff yet.
You bought your mother's childhood home or your childhood home?
I did, in a sense.
Okay, break that down.
My man Nana here, manager. As soon as we got that contract, we took the bonus money and we went back to a spot where I grew up on, where we moved from back from Germany when I was a military brat, and we settled on the place and was like, yo, we got a chance to actually make a bid for it. So we make the bid, actually bought the property, and sure enough, it's still in my name. The property and the land's still in my name. But as you can see, if you watch AEW, rival of mine, we've been going on blood feud for a year now. Hangman Page, I despise this man, and he hates me probably more.
In real life?
You gotta watch the see. Gotta watch the see. Gotta watch the show.
Wait, continue.
What do you do to the house?
Yeah, because I was.
Oh, y'all in?
Yeah.
Y'all invested?
Yeah.
So went to the contract signing on TV on Dynamite. He doesn't show up. Pops up on the screen. You see that Hangman is actually at the house that I purchased. And it's like, hasn't been remodeled or anything yet. This man walks in pouring gasoline all over the place, and I can't do anything. I don't know, like, he's there, I'm here. Don't know if it's a live feed, don't know if it happened already, we don't know if it's pre-taped or nothing. Goes in, sits down on a couch, and it's an old couch. I remember this couch when I was little. It was an old couch. He sat down on the front lawn, lights a match, and the match runs all the way around and goes in the house and burns down right in front of me on live TV.
Did y'all plan that?
I couldn't plan that.
Why isn't he in jail for arson?
Yeah.
I'm asking the same thing. I'm like,
you got to turn the snitch strictly.
I'm asking the same thing.
You got to tell him.
They definitely going too far.
Snitch strictly.
It's on live TV.
You're right.
This is so much.
Yes.
Yo.
And now you got to beat his ass now. Like,
How did
now
your
you got to
mama
take it
feel?
outside the ring.
How's your family feel?
Yeah, I have yet to talk to my mom about that. You know, I should call her.
When did this air?
Like maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Maybe longer. Maybe longer. 3 weeks ago.
My mom would have been called me.
So have you seen him in the street? Any of these? Do you have to fight in the ring? Do you see him in the street and just punch him in the face?
The next time I saw him since after that, we had All Out, the pay-per-view in Chicago.
You had the cage match.
The cage match. That was the last time I saw him. And 10,000 people sold out. Matter of fact, that was like maybe 4 days between then. We were at 6,000 to 7,000 tickets sold. That aired. We went to 10,000 sold out. Boom. We main event an unsanctioned match. Unsanctioned means AEW wipes their hands clean of anything that happens in this match.
Oh, y'all can kill each other.
We can do whatever we want, and there's no lawsuits. So we have to take it a little bit above, the ramifications of what just a regular street fight or hardcore or regular cage match usually is. So have the cage match. I bring out the cinder block. I drop his head on a solid cinder block. Bow. He power bombs my back on the cinder block solid. I still have sciatic nerve damage on my back from this. Then he pulls out from his jacket coat a syringe, a hypodermic needle, and he takes it and pokes it right through my cheek, stabs me, and it goes all the way through.
What in the soap opera is this?
Is that why you've been MIA? You still getting yourself together?
I'm still trying to figure myself out.
What was in the syringe?
I'm not medically cleared still.
Yeah, what was in the
syringe?
I don't know. I didn't put it in there.
You didn't check?
How could I check? It came out of his jacket.
The hell you could check the syringe?
You go to the doctor to see what was in his. You said the syringe was in his thing.
Yeah, he stabbed me, and then he takes a folding metal chair, bashes over my head, goes right through. I knocked out completely.
So he won.
He won.
Did he?
He won.
Jesus
He won by knockout, but still to this day, that man has yet to actually pin me or make me submit. So he's never beat me yet.
So during that, where your people's at? They ain't jump in the ring and help you?
It's a cage. They're locked out. Yeah.
So you still not medically cleared?
I'm not medically. No, I'm not medically cleared.
So what's the point in doing all of that?
what's the point?
Because then you can't fight right now.
It's passion.
Was the money that good for that cage?
You got to put it to his crib, man.
Like I said, I already signed my my contract extension. I'm set, but I still want to do these matches because I'm passionate about this business. I'm passionate about my company.
She asked you if the money was good. Something was said about you that I've never heard. They said people in the WWE felt your contract was above market price.
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody complain that somebody got too much money.
Well, they only complain when a black person gets paid. I will say that when it gets paid, and that's what. Once again, we shake the foundation of things like that because it's like, oh snap, wait, it's not what we would pay. I'm like, then why are you calling me? Why are you asking me?
Right.
You know, like if I'm not your concern, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about my pockets and our money. We good. Like you have your talent. And you made your decision with me 2 years ago. No hard feelings from me. Boom. I keep it moving. I'm gonna figure my way out and I'm gonna build myself up.
Is it true they tried to re-sign you? WWE?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't like the words re-sign. They asked about my availability, you know. So that was came up, but they never contacted me. They contacted my representation, and I'm at a stage now which I enjoyed the fact that I don't have that direct contact. When you are progressing and getting higher, and you in rooms with guys like people like you and stuff, you got to kind of keep a little bit of a space in between these type of conversations because it's like you can check my phone. It's never been there. I never had direct contact. It's always I want to keep that little space, but it has been communication has been reached out.
Now I've seen the reaction. I met you in the airport and just stopping to have a conversation. People was walking by, Swerve. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you definitely having an impact.
In New York is bigger than I thought. We just me and my man Flash Garments. We just did SneakerCon in Coney Island 2 days ago, and there's big names walking around. You know, Queen's Flip walking around. You got a lot of Stephon Marbury's walking around there. But I'm getting a lot of shout outs. I'm like, yo, I watch it all the time. Word? And then oh man, oh my God, I just watched the pay-per-view. Are you okay? Are you checking on me? And I'm like, there's a lot of people. And it's wow, this is growing bigger than I ever expected, the impact. And so it's how can you, with that kind of stuff, it's you can't see that kind of interaction on social media and Twitter. Interactions and comments are never going to show you the impact of an actual person and giving you that type of love. And I appreciate that. That's my market value right there. That explains it to me because it's these people aren't commenting telling you all this stuff. Right. These people are here with you in person. These people are going to show up wherever you go. People are going to buy your product and wear it with pride and show yo, this is my guy. I'm rooting for him. No matter what he does, I'm going to be there. You know.
All right, we'll keep it locked. We got more with Swerve Strickland when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. We are The Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Swerve Strickland, a wrestler from the AEW. Charlamagne?
What do you want more? You want to get back on Hangman more or getting your title back?
That's a good question. Maybe one day it might be one and the same because Hangman's on a streak right now. He's on a warpath. In a lot of ways, him pressing me has made him better. And I brought out something great in him that eventually, with my absence, he probably will be a world champion again. So maybe at that time, I'll get both. I get my get back and the world championship at the same time. But that's the effect of what Swerve brings to this roster of All Elite Wrestling. I make your guy better. And in turn, he makes me better. So it's almost like we're slinking each other. He pulls me up to the main event and I become this main eventer. I make history. First black AEW world champion. First black world champion in main event Wembley Stadium ever in history of that building. And then, boom. Cage match. I can't do nothing with him. He takes me out. My body's wrecked. He becomes better. I bring him back to the main event scene. We're killing each other, but at the same time, we're bettering each other at the same time in the product.
And you do music too, right?
Yes, sir.
You rap? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yep. I got 3 albums out with my group member Swerve and Swerve City Montezi. He's been signed with Rough Rider back in the day when he was 17 years old, and he taught me everything I know about rap. And then me and my man Flash Garments, last month, put out a project, Motion Sickness. And he's taking me to another level because he's been on the writing team with Kanye West on the Donda album. You know, we went to the Grammys together 2 years ago and watched our producer Prophet win 2 Grammys for the songs that he put out. So I'm in a great team and window with these guys, you know. So I'm learning at a later stage of my life, but I'm learning the right way rather than trying to go 10 years of doing it wrong. Yeah, we're doing great stuff with music right now, and we're going to continue to do more. I have songs with Benny the Butcher. West Side Gun's been on our records.
West Side's big wrestling fan.
Big.
I don't know him personally, but I just know that he's a big wrestling fan.
Hilarious dude, fun dude. Bun B is a mentor of mine, becoming a mentor of Who Kids, hosting our records.
But in Westside, it walked you out or something?
Yeah. At Wembley Stadium. Yeah. We're doing a lot of great stuff, man.
How'd you connect with them? Just through the wrestling?
My man Albert Gentile, he's honestly the one that really personified the mogul character, the persona of what Swerve is when I first came out there, really started getting motion, the tag team champion and stuff. He brought Kevin Gates, and we had Kevin Gates do something on the show. Fabulous came out with us on Grand Slam 2 years ago in New York. Recently had Jim Jones do my intro. Man, you name it. Like Flash brought Floyd Mayweather to sit front row in Vegas when I did my world title match.
How important is it to merge culture with wrestling?
It's really big because people don't know what it is, what wrestling truly is, until I would say support it. You got to like something, whatever it is. You got to see what you like, and then then you start supporting it. But you don't know what you like if you don't watch it. And something has to attract you to like it. And so doing all these things like, oh, that's a familiar face. If he's there, let me peek at it. Let me just check it out. And if you check it out, you're like, oh, you know what? I do like this. You know, when does the show come on? When the next time they in town? I got the kids, I got my girlfriend, I got this, like I got my friends. You got to pique that interest a little bit, just enough to get people to like something. Then when they like it enough and they want to see it again, then it becomes an investment. The investment becomes like a group. The group becomes a community, and the community becomes a fandom. And that's slowly but surely how like you kind of grow a product. And it may take 2 weeks, may take 5 months, may take 3 years. But my philosophy, my personal trainer, Niall, shout out to him. He tells me, like, when we started training a year and a half ago, I was like 193. Now I got up to 220. He got me to 215 pounds in 3 months. He said 1% a day is 365% a year. So just move 1% a day. In a year, you're going to triple your investment, but you got to just move one bit. That's my philosophy with everything I do. Music, just get one new fan. Just get one new stream. Wrestling, just get one new fan. Just get one guy to buy one shirt. Move something forward every single day.
You got this. You dropping sneakers now, right?
Yes. Yeah, we actually have
That's why you were at SneakerCon?
Yeah.
Okay, so with you have them. Look.
Flash brought the big pressures right here. That's my logo.
So is this too just a part of, understanding that like even fashion as culture connects?
Absolutely.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, and that's what it's about. Like
it feel light.
Yeah. Very. These are the shoes I literally won the world championship in.
They kind of look like Jordans. Is that
right? But I'm the first wrestler to have his own brand shoe.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
How much are they for people that want to buy them? And how can they buy them if they want?
It's gonna be $250, and we're gonna be bringing them out slowly, one by one, like by a link. And when we're gonna drop that link very, very soon, so be ready. And when the link drops, as soon as you click on make the order, it's coming to you.
Swerve Strickland,
ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
We appreciate you for joining us this morning.
At Swerve Confident on all social media platforms, man. Myself, Flash, Garments. We got the Motion Sickness album out that has the Big Pressure Trill remix with Bun B and Westside Gun on there, with Who Kid hosting the entire album.
Let's play it.
Play it, please. For the love of God.
All right.
Play that.
Well, it's Swerve Strickland. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. All right. Well, let's get to Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies,
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's the culture show
with Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
See, I remember how Diddy's attorney, Mark Agnifilio, said that in the TMZ documentary and outside of MDC Brooklyn, that Diddy's 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant in bulk or whatever was just probably because he shops at like Costco or something like that.
Yes.
Very casually said that.
Yep.
Well, Costco has released a statement. They spoke to someone at TMZ, and a spokesperson for Costco says none of the company's U.S. locations carry baby oil. Even though Diddy's attorney, mentioned Costco and mentioned that he probably bought them in bulk.
Costco says we have nothing to do with the lubrication of booty holes anywhere in America.
Hey, who all over there? Because we ain't coming. Oh, that was
wow.
Yeah, man, I didn't think about that.
And we're not helping nobody come either.
But it could be. Maybe he didn't think of Costco. It could have been BJ's.
I think he was like just casually speaking. But the fact that he said Costco's multiple times, I instantly thought like, I wonder if Costco's gonna feel away about this, and then they reached out to figure out, you know what I mean?
But does BJ's have baby oil? Who else does a lot of that stuff?
There's only a couple places you buy in bulk. Sam's Club.
Sam's Club.
Costco.
That's the other one.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about no BJ's. That's envy. He from from the 90s. He grew up in the 90s in New York, so he know all about BJs.
There is a BJ's that carries like bulk.
Mad BJs in bulk in the 90s in New York, right, Envy?
I'm looking up baby oil right now. They got.
Does BJ's have baby oil?
They have pink lotion that's mixed with coconut oil. They have vegetable oil.
What, lubricant?
Canola oil.
That sounds like what you need for your hair, Lauren. To keep the edges down.
First of all, you don't lay. You've been trying to be so smart. You ain't got no hair. You don't lay edges with oil.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You do put oil on your edges, but you don't lay it with them. So stop minding my business, okay? No, I don't see
try
baby.
To keep the fur at bay.
Be quiet. I don't see baby oil on BJ's website either. I do see a lotion that is mixed with coconut oil though. So anyway, in Costco's, there's nothing on their website either. I did check after I saw the story, and they do have, however, and in the story this is listed, they do carry like different hair products and cleansing gels that are sold for babies, but nothing that is actual baby oil. Now, in other Diddy news, there is a sex worker that provided a tape, reportedly to federal prosecutors. Now, no, listen, this actually might help Diddy's case versus hurt it, because you know how his attorney has been saying for a while now, like these like freak offs were just like not, there was no malice intended in any like in any of this stuff. The people that were involved were consenting adults, and this is their bedroom. Why are we in their bedroom? Is what the attorney was saying, right? So there's a sex worker who met with the feds on Wednesday in New York. He signed a pro-fur agreement, which allows him to speak to the investigators without prosecution, without fear of prosecution. Now, the convo was about how Diddy got in touch with an escort in order to book this escort to have a freak off with Diddy and another woman. They don't mention who the woman was. And he also talked to the feds about what drugs did he like to take during these freak offs. They said that the threesome went down back in May of 2023. The sex worker said that he flew from Atlanta to Miami, met up with Diddy and the woman. He ended up having sex with the woman while Diddy filmed the encounter. And just to restate the charges, you know, Diddy has been charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. You would have to prove that the people involved in that conversation, because the sex worker didn't say anything about being forced to do anything or anything like that, or the woman that he knew of.
Didn't the sex worker hand over tapes or something like that?
He did hand over tapes, but I'm saying you could hand over tapes and still say, I didn't want to be there, I didn't want to drug, like, you know what I mean? So we don't know, there's no reports of that being said, and the sex worker said nothing about the woman mentioning that she was forced to do anything or whatever. So that could be...
Lauren, you bring up a good point. You said it may help his criminal case, but when it comes to culture and these jokes, depending what he's doing with this male escort, Diddy is never beating the allegations of tampering with men's buttholes, if any buttholes are being tampered with on this said tape.
Well, according to this escort, as I was mentioning, Diddy recorded the encounter. So I don't know. I mean, you got two hands, and if you're using a phone, you only need one. But the escort didn't mention anything about Diddy being involved.
This is messy. Lauren, you can set up a tripod.
You can put the phone anywhere. You can
Having a tripod is crazy. Like,
if you're doing it right, you're using no hands.
Ordering tripods and setups for your freak off.
But you can put it on the counter. Put it on the
well, they did say that they alleged in the indictment that Diddy's people used to have to go and set up for these things in the hotel room. So maybe there are tripods. I don't know, y'all. Listen. Don't get me to lying about somebody's butthole. I don't know. I have no idea. But there was a videotape provided to the Fed, so we'll have to wait to see how this, tape that they're alleging exists now.
One last question.
Oh God.
Is baby oil a lubricant? Is like baby oil a lubricant that they use for buttholes?
Now you don't know.
I don't.
I don't know.
I don't. Do you know?
You're acting like you don't know. You came up in New York in the 90s. You know how to slip and slide.
I have no idea.
I'm just asking. I just never heard of that.
I know people that just use lubricant. I know people that use poppers.
What's a popper?
You don't know what a popper is?
No.
It's a thing in the
never mind. I don't want to know.
We'll talk later. Yeah.
Sounds like a human resource thing.
The girls that get it are going to get it. So y'all are so annoying. Certain stories. Oh my God. When I'm preparing certain stories, I'm like, man, the way that they are going to cackle and kiki is going to. Okay.
All right, I'm sorry. Take it serious. Go ahead.
Carl Winslow.
Tell me more, Lauren.
Oh my God.
Lauren, you cooking this morning now. Tell me more. Carl Winslow, go. Okay, let's go.
Reginald Val Johnson, who plays Carl Winslow in Family Matters, he actually spoke on, people were trying to say that he was getting it popping with Diddy, allegedly, right?
Yes. You don't have a clip?
I do have a clip.
Amazing.
We got to
play the clip.
We got to be quick.
Hey, Mr. Bell Johnson, how you doing, sir? How you doing? Hey, do you have any response to this bizarre story that's circulating about you and Diddy? Some guy named Loose Cannon told this story about you and
I don't know that man. I've never met him before. I wish him well, though.
What's your message to those who are talking about it and actually think? What's your message to them? Loose Cannon.
Life.
Get a life.
Oh, that's not the clip I was talking about. I was talking about Loose Cannon clip. That's the clip I wanted to
We
see.
got that. We got it.
When Diddy Carl Winslow, we was at the party, and you know, we just chilling and like that. I hear just wearing out some I'm like, huh? Like, hearing that, I'm like, on 6-0, who's wearing this bitch out? Right. Kicking the door, poof. I seen Carl Winslow put his head up.
Father. Ain't that the father from Family Matters?
Yeah.
No way.
The dad. I swear to God, dad homies, neighborhood crib. So when I seen that, and then so who's Carl? Diddy? Yeah, Diddy was. When I seen that, Diddy came back and he was telling me, he was like, it's nothing more enjoyable than having a man do something for some money.
Allegedly. All of this is alleged. And Carl Winslow, Reginald Vell Johnson said it did not happen. Go, Charla.
Yeah, I don't know if the story is true. I just think it's hilarious.
It is funny.
Okay. I mean, it's just that literally sounds like something Dave Chappelle would have did in a sketch. It's just hilarious. That's something you would have saw it in Living Color back in the day.
It doesn't seem like it matches.
Funny.
Yeah, it just sounds funny. It doesn't seem like.
Have y'all got y'all laughs out? Because we're wrapping it up.
That don't seem like.
No, I've been laughing at that clip for months. I laugh every time I hear that clip. The first time somebody sent me that clip, I died laughing, and I get the exact same feeling every single time I watch it. And people will send it to me like I've never seen it before, and I watch it every single time and laugh.
You're the problem, sir.
No, this humor is humor.
Okay.
I wonder if the feds laugh when they get any of this stuff.
Of course.
They have to.
I shouldn't ask y'all another question. We got to wrap it up, y'all.
That is my dream. I want to sit with law enforcement and sit with FBI officials when they are getting some of this stuff. I know they be dying laughing. I know they do.
Now, could you imagine the stuff that they don't put out, though, that they see? My goodness.
Can you imagine the leads they go on? They don't even go down rabbit holes no more. They just go down YouTube buttholes.
Well, Charlamagne, who you giving your oily ass to? Your donkey to, man?
First of all,
why would you refer to what?
Very, very chafed cheeks back here. Okay, right. Dry desert storm.
Okay.
Should I continue?
No. I don't want to know anymore about this Friday. Bring it, Friday.
Listen, we need Justin Johnson to come to the front of the congregation. We would like to have a word with him. Okay, teachable moment this morning. Even though it's a lesson that I hate that we got to continue to teach because it seems like nobody's learning it. But we'll discuss.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out the Breakfast Club.
Your execution on the donkey of the day is something to behold.
Was it a read?
You gave me donkey of the day, and I deserve it.
People need to know.
Well, you need to tell them.
I am.
You have the voice. Tell them.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
It's a read, but you're so good at it.
You're trying to be a fake ass Charlamagne. There's only one Charlamagne to
Damn, Charlamagne, who you giving donkey of the day to now?
Well, Sexy Red, Donkey of the Day for Friday, September 27th goes to Justin Johnson. If you don't know who Justin Johnson is, he's the young man who was found guilty of the murder of the good brother, Young Dolph. Dropping the clues bombs for Young Dolph. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. Okay. Sending healing energy to his family always. A jury made up of 9 white women, 2 black men, and 1 white man found Johnson guilty of first-degree murder, guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and guilty of being a convicted felon in possession of a handgun. The jury deliberated for 4 hours before they convicted him, and I can't believe it took that long. Okay, they must have been there talking about why Diddy had 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Or the food they had in there must have been phenomenal, and they got to talking and eating because there's no way it took them 4 hours to convict this man. But let's go to News Channel 3 for the report, please.
We ask you to remember the man who enjoyed being a father and spending time with his family.
Carlisa Brown, Young Dolph's sister, applauding the verdict while facing the realization she'll never see her brother again.
I can't say that we're happy, we're overjoyed, anything like that, but it's the start of process being served for someone who we lost that was some of everything to some of everyone.
The jury deliberating for 4 hours this afternoon, finding Justin Johnson guilty on all charges in the murder of the Memphis rapper. A decision coming nearly 3 years after Dolph was gunned down at a cookie shop.
As a 13th juror, I affirm this verdict. As to the first-degree murder, I sentence you to life in prison.
It's got to be bittersweet, right? Because, you know, on one hand, you're glad justice is being served and these guys are getting life in prison. But yes, young Dolph is never coming back. So it's got to be bittersweet. Now, Justin Johnson and his co-defendant, the admitted gunman Cornelius Smith, fired shots into Makita's homemade butter cookies on Airways Boulevard. During the trial, Cornelius testified that he and Justin Johnson carried out what was supposed to be a $100,000 hit on young Dolph. Both gunmen were supposed to receive $40,000 each for the murder. And then where was the other 10 going, Lauren?
There was 20,000 going to the goat. What's the guy's name?
Was it 20 or 10?
It's 20,
The guy that set
but
it
it's
up, 10
10.
each.
So 10 from Justin, 10 from Cornelius. Was going to the
Got
guy
you.
that set it up.
Okay. But that didn't happen. According to Cornelius Smith, they only ended up with $800. Let's go to Fox 26 Houston for the details, please.
The trial in the shooting death of rapper Young Dolph in Memphis began with a major bombshell Monday. Cornelius Smith confessed in court, admitting to shooting the rapper, whose real name was Adolph Thornton Jr., outside a Memphis cookie shop in November 2021. Smith says he and Justin Johnson were promised $40,000 each to complete the job by Dolph rival Big Jook. He says he only got a fraction of that payout, only $800 out of the $40,000 promise.
$800. You know, Cornelius Smith admitted his role in killing Dolph and said he felt no emotions over it at the time because he was addicted to drugs and was looking forward to collecting his $40,000 payday, which of course he never got. And prosecutors argued that the plan was for Justin Johnson to secure a record deal for the murder. Think about what we're talking about here. 2 black men going to prison forever for killing another black man for not a damn thing. Yes, I said for not a damn thing because they didn't have no personal beef with Dolph. Dolph didn't do anything to them. They were just hitmen for hire. This was all business to them, and they were willing to crash out and not only throw their life away for some money and a potential record deal, but they were also willing to take a life for some money and a potential record deal. This is why people have to learn to love themselves. Your first, last, and best love is self-love. And if you don't have self-love, it is impossible for you to love someone else. How could you see the value in another person's life if you don't see no value in your own? And I know someone out there is probably thinking, Uncle Charlotte, what you mean? Dolph got killed for nothing. $40,000 in a record deal is something. Let me be the first to tell you, if that's your mindset, call in the Breakfast Club right now. Give me your name and address so I can tell law enforcement where you at so they can come pick you up. Okay? They need to come pick you up right now. No amount of money, no record deal is worth you throwing your life away and taking a life. Okay? That's what Justin Johnson got sentenced to. Life. Forever. Endlessly. All right? Justin Johnson, you are never coming home. Do people not understand what that means when someone says you getting life? That means it's over. Whatever hopes and dreams, whatever creature comforts you had in the outside world, if you like women, it's over. Done. Finito. And for what? As I just said, absolutely nothing. Look, I know times is hard out here, but there's no amount of money worth my freedom. Not to mention, and I know some of y'all like these brothers, are probably saying to yourself, well, I ain't got nothing to live for. They ain't had nothing to live for. Well, let me ask you a question. Isn't just living enough? Why do we take for granted the blessing called life? Somebody woke up dead this morning and they didn't want to die because they had plans today. So why don't we value just being alive? Goes back to what I just said about self-love. If you simply valued being alive, if you simply valued your life, if you simply valued just taking a breath, being able to breathe, then you would value the lives of others. And nobody could offer you some money or a record deal in exchange for taking the life of someone else. Now, I was looking at Shade Room and I saw a post from the account of Justin Johnson. I'm assuming this is his real account, right, Lauren?
That's what it was being reported as. I didn't report it because I thought it was disrespectful. I didn't. Go ahead.
Well, it says these N-words taking criminal responsibility. I'm taking street responsibility. Regardless, I'm forever the biggest. They can throw away the keys before I ever eat the cheese.
That's so stupid.
Now, I don't speak fluent nigga like I used to. But I understand the last part, okay? He's saying they can lock him away forever before he ever tells, all right? I don't know what he means when he says they taking criminal responsibility. I'm taking street responsibility. That sounds like one of those dumbass street codes, and I hate stupid ass street codes. You know how in video games we would enter a code and it would take us to another level or give us more lives? Well, street codes are the opposite of video game codes. They don't take you to any higher levels, and you only get one man in this game called life anyway. So the street code be like up, up, down, down, left, right, select, start, dumb Negro, you going to prison forever or probably going to die. And guess what? You earned it. Okay, your Uncle Charlotte tells you all the time, life is about choices. The decisions we make shape our lives. Destiny is not a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice. Guys like Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith chose the direction of their lives simply by making a bad choice. And it saddens me that we live in an era with so much information, access to so many resources. We have numerous examples of where certain choices lead us, and yet we have brothers like Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith who are still choosing to do the wrong thing. And for absolutely nothing. Please let Remy Ma give Justin Johnson the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
And it feels like these should be teachable moments, but I don't know if people are actually learning.
Nah,
because we always find ourselves right back here.
Yeah. That's right.
I just don't understand why I post the statement. Like, if you gonna stand on that, you wanna, you know what I mean, take your time, take it. Be quiet and take it. Like, but why post that? There's people hurting behind that.
And I'm gonna tell you something else. Salute to my man Shaka Senghor, man. Shaka Senghor is a good friend of mine, great brother. He posted under the post that the young man posted. He said, as someone who served 19 years, I can say those sentiments will vanish within a couple of days. Reality will set in, and he is going to be in for a sad awakening. I have never, and I mean never, met someone in prison who was happy to be there. I have never met someone who killed someone that doesn't wish they could take that 30 seconds back. If you are living that street life, I hope you take this moment to realize how you are being used. When that prison number is handed out, it won't be given to your mommy, your homies, or whoever you thought was riding with you. Once that door slams shut, it's all on you from there. Shaka Senghor, you ain't never lied, my brother. Never lie. And you can, yes, you salute to Shaka, man. That's my guy. He'll be at the 4th Annual Mental Wealth Expo, October 12th at the Marriott Marquis in Times Square.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today. All right. Woosah, woosah, woosah. All right. Now, let's open up the phone lines. It's Friday, so you know what that means. It's Freaky, Freaky, Freaky Friday! All right.
This show moves fast, y'all.
It does move fast. It does move fast.
It just moves fast.
Yes, it does. Now, this conversation is coming from Cardi B the other day. Now, Cardi B, she was spazzing out on Instagram Live, and this is one of the things that she said.
I make you look good. F*** you. Look at the bitch. I'm f***ing. F*** you. I don't care. I'm a f*** your ups. Matter of fact, oh, look at this. I don't want to see it. So what? You was going to f*** him anyways. All you got to do is get drunk, and them bitches going to throw you that for 2,000. Bitches gotta survive out here. Oh, now I'ma f them bitches. You was gonna do it regardless. You go to a club and you probably get drunk. You give them bitches 2,000. You was gonna f them regardless.
Okay, so that is it, right?
So the first thing I thought when I heard that was, I was like, damn, $2,000. That's a lot of money. Like $2,000. That's how much the price of Poom Poom is. But then I had to take a step back because I'm grown, right? I'm 46 years old. I don't have a problem with, women getting anything for sex.
What?
He's saying that.
Let me explain, Laura.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with women getting anything for sex, because
that would be a prostitute.
These guys,
that, right?
That doesn't make you a prostitute.
Not always
no,
prostitution.
It doesn't.
Sometimes
It
it's
doesn't
even the stage of you asking, I should be receiving.
Because it's not tricking if she's worth it. And the reality is, we take women out on dates, we buy women things, we take them on trips, you're spending regardless. The problem I have is, like, you'll listen to some of these podcasts sometime and these guys will be like, what are women bringing to the table? The reality is the woman is the table.
So
you're doing all of these things for the woman. You're getting a haircut for the woman. You're wearing nice clothes for the woman. You want to drive nice cars for the woman. You want to be successful for the woman. You want to acquire lavish things because you want to attract women.
So are you saying that if a woman gives up her vagina, a man should pay for it?
I'm saying that is the least a man can do, because the reality of the situation is, think what women got to go through, right? Number one, you letting this man get on top of you. You letting this man get inside of you. You letting this man sweat on you. And think about, Envy, you know about this. Think about fellatio.
Why does Envy have to think about this?
Think about that member in between some jaws. I'm trying to say this in a nice way because we on the radio. All I'm saying is women give up a lot.
What are you asking,
I
sir?
bet you
What
see
is the
that
question?
wrap up finger now, huh, Envy?
No, I don't see no finger. What is the question you're asking?
I would like to hear what people think about this. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a problem with
you're
being
saying
an exchange.
That if a woman has sex with a man should be giving up something financially.
Yes, because think about what the woman is giving up. The woman is giving you she's giving you her body. She's giving you access to her.
A man is giving
energy.
his penis.
Lauren, am I tripping?
You not, but I want y'all to have it because when we say that we prostitutes, we city girls, whatever. But I think I'd love to hear.
So there's no love anymore. Just if you give up the vagina, I got to pay for it.
It's not about that. It's about we gonna get into it.
Let's talk about it when we come back, and I would love to hear Lauren's side when we come back. 800-585-1051. Let's discuss when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. Now, if you're just joining us, we were talking about something that Cardi B said about women getting $2,000 for giving up their poom poom.
Let's play the clip.
I make you look good. F you. Look at the bitch. I'm F you. I don't care. I'm a your ups. Matter of fact, look at this. I don't want to see it. So what? You was gonna him anyways. All you gotta do is get drunk. And them bitches gonna throw you that for $2,000. Bitches gotta survive out here. Now I'ma them bitches. You was gonna do it regardless. You go to a club and you probably get drunk. You give them bitches $2,000 and you was gonna them regardless.
All right, so we're asking 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? Lauren, what are your thoughts, ma'am?
I don't think that there's anything wrong with it. And I think when women say it or when it's talked about, I think people instantly make it like such a cold and like fast exchange of like, okay, I'm having sex with you. You need to do this. You need to do that. And it's like, what I think the mature conversation around it is the same way that, like, you know, when you and your wife, right? Like, your wife creates a home for you. She creates a sense of peace. And in order for you to do what you do every day outside of that house, you need that. Women need support in certain ways, and sometimes it's financially. And I think if you really are caring for somebody or courting for somebody, you're going to spend money in different ways, and it shouldn't be like, I'm not doing this. Like, if you go on a date, if you've never given a woman actual money, like a cash app or nothing, you go on a date, you spending $200 to $300 a night.
If you're talking about a date and you're courting somebody, yes, but not just giving money after sex. Like, here's $2,000 on the side of the table, or here's a bag on the.
I feel like the conversation instantly gets there, and even if you choose to do that, if that's the type of trick that you want to be, do that. But some men, it's a way different. It's different of how they do it. It might be dates. It might be flowers. It might be gifts. It might be, hey, babe, I just paid your rent because I heard you complaining about it. You didn't even have to ask. Everybody's different. But it shouldn't be an issue that is being done.
But
it should
men's
be
penises are worth something too, though.
And y'all want cooking, cleaning. Y'all want peace in the home.
Not when we
y'all
just met. When we just met, we caught each other. Like, a man's penis, black penis is matter too.
Man, shut your bitch ass up, Envy.
And y'all stick it everywhere. Do you know that it matters?
Listen, men's penis matters too.
I'm not telling women to be prostitutes. I'm not telling women to sell their bodies. I'm simply saying if you like a guy, if you and a guy are choosing to engage in sexual activities, the least this man can do is do something for you. I don't care if that something is $2,000. I don't care if that something is paying a bill. I don't care if that something is taking care of some rent. You're paying for some nails, taking care of somebody's braids that are way past due. For all that a woman has to give up, for all that a woman has to give up, as far as her body, that's the least a man can do. And we're actually talking about material things versus something that's priceless. So if you giving it up to this man, you letting this man inside your body, you got this man's you're giving this man fellatio. The least that man can do is do something for you. I don't have a problem with that.
I disagree. I think there's a thing called love, and I think there's a thing where you guys should have a connection. This shouldn't be transactional.
Did you hear anything I just said?
I did, but you making it seem like if this girl does this, you should give them something.
It doesn't have to be the first night. It could build there, but it should. You should be. You at least
say that because y'all making it sound like it's transactional.
No, why do we have to say that? Some stuff is common sense.
But why are we acting like it's not transactional? Once again, if you and a guy are choosing to engage in sexual activities, the least a man can do is do something for you. You know how you know it's transactional? What you getting a haircut for? What you pulling up in a nice car for? Why you put on this fresh ass outfit? You did all of this because you hope she sees you and she goes, wow, He look fly, so in exchange, I'm gonna give him some. Cut it out, guys.
And then I gotta give $2,000. That sounds crazy. LeMay,
I didn't say $2,000. I said it could be $2,000. It could be paying a bill. It could be taking care of some rent. Just
also,
do something for her.
Men compartmentalize.
No,
so you know what girls you even willing to do that for. So you just, I mean, upfront with it. If she know that that's not the situation, she still chooses to continue. That's her choice.
That sounds.
So let me ask
crazy.
you a question. If do you want your daughter to be with a bum ass dude?
I want my daughter to find somebody that loves her. I don't want my daughter to say, I'm going to give up her vagina and then somebody got to pay for that vagina.
No,
I didn't say that.
Take care of
I want somebody that's going to love my daughter.
Yes, but with love comes bills and responsibilities, right or wrong.
My daughter's good.
Okay.
She can pay her own bills.
But if you was paying for them bills and that man was living in that house, you wouldn't feel it. Envy, you would pull up.
She could pay her own bills, but my daughter's it's not transaction. I want her to find somebody that loves her.
I understand.
Take the money out of it. Me and my wife, we didn't have no money growing up. I'm sure Charlamagne and his wife didn't have no money growing up. It wasn't about money.
But you still did something.
The little bit of things
you keep talking about the money. No, Lauren,
you keep talking about the money.
No, he keeps talking about the money, but once again, we're talking about material things versus something that's priceless. If this woman is giving up all of her body to you, a man should be doing something for her. If you ain't got no money, go cut some goddamn grass. If you ain't got no money, take some trash out. Do something for go wash her car. Like if the woman is giving you all of this, you should do something for her.
It's
that's
not
all
transactional.
I'm saying.
Hello, who's this? LaMasia?
Hello?
Hey, what's your name, Mama?
Oh, yes, this is LaMasia.
Hey, what's your thoughts?
I think it should be equal. It should be equal. Like, he's giving up his body, too.
And that's what I'm saying.
It should be equal.
Okay, LaMasia, thank you.
That is equal.
You're welcome.
And I will say, I don't got no homegirls that have any issues with paying for a haircut, buying gifts, taking you out. None of my homegirls have issues with that. So that depends on the woman you're dealing with.
Sharon, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Sharon, what's your thoughts, Sharon?
My thought is, as a married woman, I'm sitting right here next to my husband. If my stuff is so good to him that after his gratification, he wants to hook us to his wife up, it's all right with me.
That's right.
But if it's just a man and I'm taking money for sex, I'm just a hired hooker, or however you want to call it. But then again, if I'm not getting anything for it, then I'm just a hoe that just got used. So it's really, as a woman, a married woman, it's a double-edged question that's unfair to a woman. And sadly enough, the man is still gonna walk away a man, whether he paid for it or whether he didn't. He's still walking away a man. But as a woman, a married woman, that's why I see it.
Thank you,
Can I say something?
Sure.
Charlamagne, please. People that are dead don't wake up dead. They're already dead.
You don't know that.
We enjoy you, though. We enjoy you.
Hey,
when people wake up, they don't wake up dead. They already
You don't know that.
Thank you, Mama.
You might wake up in hell.
Now, K-Bob said, remember, she is receiving something, too. Material stuff shouldn't be involved in adult interaction. Mr. BMD Goin said, hell no. It's equal. My D is worth $1 million. Somebody, WJ Christie said, women always ready to do something for their man. It's the man that never wants to do anything for the woman.
What woman have you ever heard be like, complain about? Women will allow a man to move in and literally not pay no bills if the D is where it's supposed to be at.
Gerald, we got Gerald on the phone. Gerald, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your thoughts?
Not all women do.
Listen, I don't think that men should be out here paying for no poom. That's some simp stuff.
So you ain't never paid for nothing. You ain't never took a woman on a date. You ain't never bought no woman no clothes. You ain't never paid for a woman to get her hair done. You ain't never paid for a woman to get her nails done. You ain't never paid for a woman's car to get washed. You ain't never did nothing.
That's not paying for poom, sir.
Man, shut up. Yes, it is, man.
People are taking this too literal. Y'all taking it too literal.
When y'all said the 2,000 from Poom Poom, that's where it comes from. Maisha. We got Maisha on.
Yes.
Hey, Maisha, good morning.
Yes.
Talk to us.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your thoughts, Maisha?
Man, listen, like I said, my grandmother always told me, why would you pay for the cow if you can get the milk for free, right? So I'm saying not a transactional type thing, but if you were involved with a woman, that requires a certain financial responsibility. I mean, you want her nails kept up, you want her kept up, and it's going to consist of you to pay for it because you're there when you want to be laying next to a woman that smells good and look good, so you're going to have to come out your pocket, period.
And we acting like this hasn't been going on since the beginning of time. All of these rappers talking about making all of this money so they can have access to all of these women. You know, the city girls, JT and Young Miami said broke men don't deserve no poom poom. That's just the reality of the situation. And I'm not talking about just financial. I'm just simply saying if you are choosing to be in a relationship with a man and y'all are engaging in sexual activities, the least that man can do is something for you. And I said it earlier. I don't care if it's $2,000, paying a bill, taking care of some rent. If you ain't got no money, cut the woman's grass. Take her trash out. Come fix something with your hands at the house. Just do something for her. That's all I'm saying.
How about just love her? And I'm going to tell you this. Women, if every time you have sex with a man, you want something, you're going to be single for a long time because you're going to be a nag. Because every time you want sex, you want something financial.
That's somebody that says that lays down and says, I want $10 after this is over. That's prostitution. But if
you have sex with somebody and be like, all right, I need some money for my hair.
I'm not going to roll over and say, all right, I need some money for my hair. But if we get to a certain point,
you might need to get my nails done.
You know what we're saying. You get to a certain point with a person, you want to be able to rely on that person. That's all that it is. And it goes both ways.
Let me ask Envy this question. Because men, we always say we only got 2 jobs. What's our 2 jobs, Envy?
Protect and provide, sir.
So what the you providing, beige boy?
I'm married, sir. I am a married man.
I'm married too.
I'm married.
It's different.
What are we providing?
It's different
what does provision mean?
It's different when we're married. We provide for our family, and my wife provides for me. It's totally two different things. We're not dating. We're not seeing each other for the first time. We're not dating. Married life and having 6 kids is totally different when dating, and then all of a sudden we have sex and you're like,
activities, the least that man can do is do something for you. Because, boy, you doing a lot for him when you open your legs.
What you buying me, Charlamagne?
Man, shut up.
You don't open your legs. You bend over, right?
When we come back, Nyla will be joining us past the Arce. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren Rosa filling in for Jess. And it's time for Past the Arce. Go, go, go. DJ, cause that's my DJ. Say go, DJ, cause that's my DJ.
Yeah, DJ, come spin, now come spin.
What's up, Nyla?
Good morning. Good morning,
I'm
beautiful.
excited today, Nyla. I see a lot of new music today. Chingy dropped a new album.
Chingy.
You got some Chingy cuts in this
I do not have any Chingy, but
did
shout
he
out
really
to
drop
Chingy.
a new album?
Yeah, did he?
Yeah, he dropped a 4-piece.
Oh,
he should.
He
They've been
should?
talking about him all week. Why not?
Yeah.
All right, well, no, I didn't see it, and I don't. Let me know if the EP is good. Neither here nor there. I'm actually going to start with this artist who's from LA. His name's Nana, and he just dropped EP called 2, and I really like this record on there called Friends and Benefits.
It's a nice little vibe.
Vibey.
You know, it's raining outside right now, too. It's kind of dark. Ain't no sun out. I like that.
All right. Oh, I guess I'll keep it in that tempo then. Shout out to Nana. Next, I'm going to go with this London singer named Jazz Caress, and the record's called Tequila.
You in a mood tonight, today, huh, Nyla? It's raining outside. Like the weather's
sad. You all right?
That's not even a sad record.
This is very mellow vibe-ish.
I'm surprised you don't got a hoodie and a COVID mask on.
Oh, my God. You know what? Shout out to Nick, because Nick's the only one who's back there actually bopping his head and enjoying the music I picked today.
Because Nick is perpetually depressed, too.
Damn, he just called you both depressed.
I'm not depressed, but just want to put that on the record. So, and I figured you guys would complain about the amazing music that I picked, so I picked a more upbeat record for the last record. It's Maxo Cream and Tyler the Creator with Crack Era.
It's Maxo Cream?
Yeah.
It gives me
That's crazy, Nyla. Nyla, you had such a great vibe going, you know what I'm saying? The energy was right, and then you just decided to frighten everybody. You just decided to just scare everybody with the last record. You know what I'm saying?
It kind of
like, why would you do that?
Yeah, it reminds me of
Neptune's grinding. It reminds me of grinding a little bit.
And
it's raining outside. The same vibe is going. I can see the raindrops on my windshield, on the window pane. I'm like, oh, okay, Nyla's setting the tune, and then here you go. Well,
first of all,
what's wrong with you?
I thought, you know what? All right, so did you like the songs or not?
I did. I liked all 3 of them.
I like the Maxo Cream joint.
I did.
All right.
It actually, it's crazy you say that, because when you was playing the record, I was like, damn, how would Tyler the Creator sound on like some old Pharrell and Chad production? I'm talking about like some old joints that they got in the vault somewhere that they never put out. How would Tyler sound on those records?
Lovely. Okay, well, make sure you guys follow at It's a Certified Vibe. That playlist, I have them all added today. And then make sure you guys follow at 2 Lost 2. We're actually doing like a 4-city tour. Me, Ray Daniels, and Dame Ritter. It's going to be like a network mixer game type of situation. And that's happening the second week of October. We're doing Atlanta, DC, New York, and Philly. And then, of course, I got Vibe Check at this black-owned bar in Brooklyn. We actually are at max capacity, but I'm super excited about it because it's just straight R&B, and it's like R&B I would play for my mom, like me and her singing and dancing type R&B. So classic 90s vibe.
All right, now I know this is your segment, but can I play one record?
Off the Chingy project?
Yes, this is Chingy. It's called Still Got It.
How much money he giving
No,
you?
he ain't giving me no money. Y'all better respect Chingy.
Good question, Nyla. Why you don't play that in your mix? The reality of the situation, and you know, Chingy really doesn't. He hasn't made a whack record.
All right, see, there we go. Salute to Chingy. Pick up Chingy's album.
He's always made good records. I just think that his music had a moment in time. I don't think that's all.
But that's why Glorilla needs to be featured on the album, because we're reliving that moment in time. She just needs to hop on and feature it.
Salute to Chingy.
Nyla, you're right. You're actually absolutely right.
Pick up Chingy's album. What's the name of Chingy's album? Let me find out.
Since you texted him, tell him what Nyla just said about
Chingy. Doing
Chingy.
this during my segment.
He feels bad because when the segment first started, he was trying to be funny and he was clowning Chingy.
No, I was not climbing Chingy. I was
Since
one
you
head.
texted
He wasn't climbing Chingy. What?
I said clowning. I'm not. I don't have Chingy's number. Y'all crazy?
Cash App?
His album is called Pick 3.
Hey, I got Cash App too.
Man, salute to Chingy, man. God bless Chingy.
All right. Now we throw it back on the Fridays. We get to the People's Choice mix. Of course, today is Lil Wayne's birthday, so this mix is all about Lil Wayne this morning.
Oh wow! Happy birthday to Wayne.
No Chingy, huh, Envy?
It's Lil Wayne's birthday.
Okay.
We just played Chingy.
I just, didn't know if you...
Wait, last but not least, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at NYLASYMONEEE. And Brandon, I know it's your birthday, but don't edit that part out because you keep editing out and I noticed it.
All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Salute to our very own Brandon. Today is Brandon's birthday. You know, he's one of the producers up here.
Happy born day, young Ghana.
That's right.
Decorated his studio.
Yeah, decorated his studio. I see him all. He's all dressed up. Are y'all going out?
We're going out later tonight, dog. The outfit he got on now, I don't know if it'll last. We're going out like 12, 1 o'clock tonight.
Oh, okay.
We're going to the strip club.
Oh, y'all going to the strip club?
Yeah, but you ain't see his studio?
Nah, I seen it, but I
put up, where's the white woman at?
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. What white woman blowing out your candle tonight, young Ghana?
He left the room. He knew it was coming.
What strip club y'all going to? Penthouse or
we going to
Playboy?
Vanity.
Gallagher's, one of the white clubs?
No. Oh, you know what? We should have did that.
Go to one of the white strip clubs.
You know what I'm going to do? Because he's not in the room right now. I'm going to ask if they have any white strippers and see if they can bring them in special tonight.
That'd be dope. He'll love that. He'll lose his mind.
Oh, my God.
He'll spend every dollar in his pocket.
Let me
He'll even bring some of the Ghana dollars. And he'll even throw some of those. I forgot what they call them in Ghana. He'll even throw some of those. Hey, listen, I want to, I got a couple of announcements. Not a couple of announcements. I just want to tell people stuff.
Church announcements.
Back in 2022, you know, Kevin Hart and I released a project through our company, SBH Productions, with the brilliant good sister Erica Alexander. It's an Audible original called Finding Tamika. It tells the story of a woman from South Carolina named Tamika Houston. She's 24 years old. She went missing in South Carolina in 2004. And tonight, 2020, is doing a special about that story and the project Finding Tamika. The special is called The Girl Who Looked Like Me. So it comes on tonight at 9 p.m. H Central on ABC. And then you can stream it the next day on Hulu. So please check that out. And tomorrow I'll be presenting at Global Citizens. So if you're at Global Citizens tomorrow, I'll see you there.
All right. When we come back, we got the positive notice, the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. Charlamagne, you got a positive note before we get up out of here?
I do. I also want to tell people, man, thank you to everybody who has been going out there and going to Kickstarter to order my graphic novel, Illuminati. You can just go to Kickstarter, type in my name, Charlamagne, or type in Illuminati, and it'll come up. But just thank you to everybody who's been ordering that graphic novel, and I'll see y'all at Comic-Con next month. But the positive note is simply this. I'm more interested and how my life feels to me than how it looks to others. I know that sounds like a foreign concept for all you people who just live for social media, but always remember, I personally am more interested in how my life feels to me than how it looks to others. I think you should feel the same too, but you'll get there one day. Have a blessed day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?